Well, for years I've been wanting an old jukebox, and my preference is one that has a tube amplifier and one that has a visible record playing area. Well, unfortunately, money and space has been a major problem. It seems like around here everybody normally wants a mega fortune for any kind of old clunker jukebox. In fact, I've seen solid state stuff from the 70s and 80s that looked like it'd been sitting outside in a field for 10 years, and people think it's worth $1,000 or $1,500 just because it's an old jukebox. Well, last Wednesday I walked in one of the local flea markets and I saw this Rock-Ola Starlet from 1965, and I thought to myself, there's no need me even looking at this, they'll want a fortune for it. Well, I walked up and looked at the price tag and done a double take. It said $50. I said, this is just, I don't believe what I'm seeing here. So looked it over, and it's obvious this one's been in a shed or in some damp location, which I'll demonstrate why I feel that way in a minute. And then I had the gall to ask them if they'd take any less, and she called the owner and he said he'd take $40 for it. So I went ahead and paid for it. Didn't have a way to get it home, but I went ahead and paid for it just to make sure it didn't disappear. And today I brought it home, and we'll take a look at it. Judging by the song titles here, I'd say this box was used at least up until the mid-1980s or so. And here's our window where you can see the record playing. You can see this is very dirty and has some surface rust on it. I think it's more dirt than anything else. A couple of the 2 or 3 of the keys are messed up. On top here we have some surface rust, but at least our glass is not broken and all that's in good shape. Here's the back of the unit. The back is in much better shape than the top is right here. And this is a Rock-Ola model 429, looks like. Yeah, 429, I believe is what that says. And no, we're not going to plug it in. Here's the side panel. This side's in pretty good shape. We have some surface rust around the coin box door. And no, I don't have the keys to this, so I'll either have to obtain some keys or learn how to pick a lock before I can gain access to this. Hopefully the inside is in fairly decent shape. Okay, on this side we have a piece of the veneer popped off, but hopefully I can repair that with something. But overall, I think for $40 I did pretty good. Even if this thing is not feasible to be repaired, I'm sure the parts are worth that. Although I'm going to try to do everything I can to make this thing work again, because who knows when I'll ever find another tube-type jukebox this cheap again. Like I said, they're just not out there anymore, or at least not in my area.